Hello, and thank you for checking in on another moment with Father Chris. I was my most recent post on Facebook for the parish was a meme that says, "This is the lentiest Lent I've ever lented," and I like because that's actually a phrase that I've used. I've used that same kind of wording before with other things, but this is most definitely an unusual Lent, that's for sure. For me, for all the other priests that I know, I remember before Lent started, one of my homilies, I don't know, remember if it was a Sunday or a weekday, I had said something about how, we come up with our own plans for what we want to do for Lent, and how, we're going to give up stuff, or we're going to do extra things, or we're going to change something in our life. And as important as that all is, God may decide that there's something else He needs you to do for Lent. And so no matter what we come up with, sometimes God sort of forces His own way on us. So I think God has done that. This is not anybody's normal Lent. I think there's something that the Lord is trying to teach us all in here about patience and prayer, and what it means to be kind of limited with what we can do, and where we can go, and people that we can talk to. And it creates a very different sense of Lent than anything we would have done. Yesterday I was on a conference call with Bishop Van and a bunch of other priests, and it seemed pretty clear, although I can't say for sure, it seemed pretty clear based on what the government is saying, that we're going to be staying at home through the end of April, in which case there's not going to be a Holy Week, there's not going to be an Easter, at least not publicly in church. So I'm trying to figure out ways where I'm going to, try to make sure that we've got, Palm Sunday Mass, hopefully even blessed palms available for people to just stop by the church and pick up, a Holy Thursday Mass, Stations of the Cross for Good Friday. I'll do a Mass for Easter. It's going to be very unusual, and we had all kinds of people prepared for RCIA to receive the sacraments, and an Easter vigil we're not having. I think a lot of priests are finding themselves in this strange place where we know we should be doing more, but we're not quite sure what to do because we're limited. We can't, some hospitals won't let us in. We can't have people come to church to do things. We're not allowed to have people line up for confession. There's all kinds of things we're being told we can't do, but we don't just want to sit around and do nothing. And we know that in past generations, priests were on the forefront of dealing with people dying in the streets and all of the awful stuff that has happened with plagues over the centuries. But now we have a new reality where science and technology and medicine and civilization have asked us to do things very differently than we'd ever done before. And so in this time of preparation for the Passion of the Lord, we need to think about what that passion means to us. Passion can mean suffering, like compassion means suffering with. Passion is a strong feeling of love, and we need to be able to say what are we passionate about, especially if we're denied access to the sacraments or we can't do things in church together. What are we passionate about? What are you hungry for? What do we long for again? I long to see everybody in church again, that's for sure, and I look forward to the day when we'll all be back together. And again, I invite you to keep checking our parish website for updates, and we'll let you know as we can what's going on, what's available, what we can do. And until then, God bless.